Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Midweek Deals, or our midweek special. Good evening, Marion, Debbie, Sarah Jane, Craftaholic, Janet McRae, Sonia, Sue, Carol, Susan, Mary. Oh gosh, so many of you. That's ones watching on The Art of Craft. Over on John Next Door, we've got our lovely Emma Woods and our Avril Leach. Over on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, please say hello. YouTube runs a little bit behind, unfortunately. So good evening, Maureen. I'm trying to keep up. Everything seems to be in a mess tonight. I've not put the graphics on late. You're looking at some samples tonight. You're looking at some beautiful pictures of some of tonight's absolutely amazing special offers. And some beautiful, we do Easter tonight. So we're going to do some absolutely beautiful things all about Easter. And I think we're nearly finished. Are we on that one? Yeah, not organised, honestly. I spent all day organising this. Good evening. Welcome to the Craft Cave. Welcome to sort of almost Craft Cave Live. It's not. That's at 7 o'clock over on John Next Door Official, although I think it's going to be on here as well. So good evening, Linda and Diane and Jill, who are watching over on YouTube. And Sue Edwards, so many people watching. So what are we doing tonight? Well, tonight's all about Easter. There's a couple of really good deals. I've got to go through this. This is one of my favourite folders and embossing folders and stencil sets. So these are the beautiful embossing folder and stencil sets from Nellie Snellen. This one is a special offer. So the rest of them are all at £10.83. I will take you through them. But this is a special one at £6.50. I don't know why this one is a special price. The others have got a discount on them as well. So you're getting with them, I should show you, really, shouldn't I? You're going to get with each of these, you get the 3D embossing folder. So you get the beautiful 3D embossing folder. I don't know why I've called this teardrop. It's because I suppose upside down it's a teardrop. It's actually an Easter egg. That's what it was designed as. So you get the stencil and the 3D embossing folder, and they're normally sold separately, and they are actually very, very expensive normally. But look, that's what you can do with the stencil. I just think that's so clever, and that's the peel-offs we've got on offer as well, so they're beautiful. But here's another one with that one. I love this, but I don't know another way apart from the stencils to get that look, and I will show you how to do that because I think it's really, really cool. So you've got this one, that one, at £6.50. And I'm looking at the wrong place as well. So what I'm going to do is take you over to the website so you can see. I will flick through all of them, but so that you can actually see all of the ones we've got. So if you click on the link for tonight's show, and I will pop that on Facebook in a minute, you can see we've got the chicken. We've got the bunnies and eggs. We've got the bunnies carrots. Love that one. I'm going to be demoing that one. They're all at £10.83. And the £12.75 is a saving anyway, because you know how much these sets normally cost. They're normally like £20. But you've got the eggs one there, which is your special price at £6.50. You've got your doodle egg. I love that one. I can't find mine. I bought that one last year, and I've got one that Sam made gilded. It looks beautiful. This one, the tulips and rabbits, I've got that one to demo with you. You've got the 3D eggs. You've also got the wheel, and again I did some last year for that, so I don't know where those are. But you've got some brilliant MDF as well, £3, and the chicken is massive at £6. This is one of my first embossing folders from nearly 10 years ago, and that had sold out, so they must have found some more stock. £3. You've got the Easter pieces as well, so some absolutely amazing ones. So to run through them, you have got that one at the £6.50. I've got all of these sorted out as well. I feel very as if I'm making a mess tonight. Let's try and put that link on properly. There we go. So, yeah, no, that's not going to work. Sorry. Trying my hardest to get everything to work. Maureen, it was lovely to see you at Sandown. It was so much fun. Good evening, Susan. So let's go on to the overhead and take you through these. This is the bubbles we've done. And here's another one. I got a bit thrown away with though, carried away with those. Just think that's fantastic. Then you've got the bunny and carrots one. This is such a beautiful folder here, and look where you can see his little face. Because it's a 3D folder, you actually get to see his little face on this one. It works so well. Oh, we've got, sorry, a lot of the YouTube names don't make a lot of sense, so I can't really say. I've got MJJ3997 saying, hi John, first time I've made it to a live show, normally have to watch on catch up. Brilliant. And our lovely Tina Marie has said Hennessy, Sally Ann Marriott. So yeah, can't get the name a lot of the time, unfortunately. Then we've got this one, which is the sort of, I love this one. This has got the little bunnies and things, but I've done him here, and this is going to be my first demo, I think, because he's so fun to do. And again, using those peel-offs. Then you've got the beautiful one with the peel-offs. So going to those, says John, going in the right place. No. Have I? Ooh, let's see if we can find this one. Sorry, guys, I'm not... because I've got new viewers, obviously, tonight, I'm not very organised. I'm just going to put this as an overlay picture and insert this picture in. There we go. There we go. These are fab. These are absolutely fabulous. You're going to get 16 sheets. Now, these are now Evermore. Mary says, I could never colour these embossing folders without the stencil that goes with it. You can't. You really can't. It's so difficult, Mary. That's Mary Cook who said that one. It is. And our lovely Marilyn said hello. You're going to get 16 sheets, which is ridiculous. So you're going to get beautiful. They put some crosses in for Easter, which I think is really nice. All your sympathy cards and things like that. That is what I've done that with. And again, I can show you how to do that one. But absolutely beautiful. The chickens, I mean, look at them. You've got a separate nest and then the separate chicken. I mean, how cool is that? These are so easy to use. So if you've got to do some Easter cards, I know a great friend of mine, Pauline, always does Easter cards. And you don't want to be buying loads of stuff for them. So these are absolutely perfect. But they can be used for other things as well. So you've got a sheet of Happy Easter peel-offs as well. So you don't have to buy a stamp specially for it. So I thought these were brilliant value. Absolutely amazing value. What I'm going to do is, I am going to obviously do some demoing. And I thought first, where are we? Here we go. Yay. So just to show you. Love this one. Going to use a mix of the peel-offs and a mix of the colours and things like that. So I've already embossed, but I want to show you how beautifully they emboss. So I'm going to be using the bunny and carrots because I think he's really, really cute. So again, just make sure as we do, these are really deep and really crisp folders. So let's see if I can find the right one. No, I think it's that one. There we go. So I've cut my card to 5 3/4 inches. Now I do that a lot. So I do that a lot because you can get two out of an A4 piece of card. Now somebody's just said some of the eggs you could use all year round for balloons. That's what I've done. I've done that a few times. It's great for, you turn that, basically, if I peel this off, the Happy Easter, and I turn it that way up, it's party balloons. That just wants a 5 on it or something like that. So the idea is that would work. That way up it's like Easter eggs, that way up it's balloons, and just change your sentiment. That's why I think it's such a fab idea. So I've got to go through those as well. Sorry, I meant to go through these as well before. You see, I'm getting so confused tonight, and I don't know why. I think it's because this cold's decided he wants to do it. Oh, Eric has just bought the peel-offs and the Easter egg chick MDF. The Easter egg chick MDF is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Erica. Really is worth it. I hope you're feeling a lot better. So remember, we're simulcasting tonight, so you can watch us live on the Art of Craft. but there's also a few watching as well. We've got it watching on John Next Door official, and we're also on YouTube. These are on a bog off, which we've never done before. Buy one, get one free. 4 beautiful press cut folders. So you've got these 4 designs, and they are all on the screen. You can actually find them on the website, says John. Just going to check it and make sure they're on page 2. But yeah, you've got them on page 2, but you've got, I was checking to make sure I've got the right ones. You've got Lily Square, Regal Frame, Rose Corner, and Poppy Frame. Poppy Frame's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. All 4 of those are a buy one, get one free, so they're £7.19. So the price is wrong on there, showing at £10. They're £7.19. I'm not doing well tonight, am I, with my graphics? I think it's because I did them too early. And you're going to get buy one, get one free. Now, you're normally paying like nearly £10 for those. So I better take that off because that's not the right price. I don't know why I did that. So I basically put coconut white card, cut to 3 1/4, so 5 3/4 inches. And I'm just going to emboss it. And the stencil on this is so easy. So you can see there straight away, you get the most beautiful pattern. And one of the things I wanted to show you is that one of the best ways to actually tell what these look like is if you do them in satin card. So if you are a bit unsure, or you don't want to go all the way to stenciling, you just want to emboss them, they look amazing. The thingy one does. So just so I can show you the pattern, because this is what I meant to do. There we go. We've got more watching on Arts and Craft Facebook tonight. There we go. Love doing this. Sorry. Look, that's where you see how detailed that is and how beautiful that 3D folder is. That's why I always like to do them in satin card for boards and things, so you can see how crisp they are, because it's anything that comes across on TV. So I've got him embossed there. The stencil, it's really easy. He just clicks on. Literally just clicks on. If you've got the Magic Mat, it makes it so much easier, because it just doesn't move. So I don't have to do any, I don't have to get any stencil tools or anything. So I'm just going to then just tape it down top and bottom. With the egg embossing folder and stencil, they should make a stencil with the tie of the balloon and string so you can use it. There's not enough room. I looked at that to see if it'd be possible. You could draw a couple yourself, but it's not. Yeah, Mary, it does look fantastic in satin card. So basically, that's how simple it is. And then colouring wise, I've got here, I'm going to use, now these are on the Art of Craft. You can use your fusions. You can use your VersaFine Clairs. Yeah? But I thought, I've had these beautiful Versa Magics, which are almost like a chalk, for so long, and I rarely use them, and they're beautiful for spring and Easter because they're just beautiful colours. So I'm using the Crafts 2 finger daubers, but look, it's just the right size to go through and colour my rabbits. So I would do the rabbits, and I'm doing them in a yellowy colour. I've been doing them in a beige and things like that. I'm going to do the carrot in an orange. Don't try and be too prescriptive, because they will overlap a little bit. Then I've been doing the leaves in a green. But again, what you can do is use your little stick daubers, are perfect for putting in your leaves. Or if you want to, you might find it easier if you use your little mini brushes. They're really good for just spotting colour in. So it doesn't take long. I timed this. I genuinely timed it, and I did my first one in 5 minutes. It was no time at all. So I'm going to take that one off. But you see, when you peel it off, I wasn't careful. But look how beautiful and bright it is. And how that carrot, can you see? There's no green in the orange, no orange in the green. The stencils have been designed really cleverly. So I've got one here that's nearly finished, just to speed it up a little bit. So I'm just going to pop it on, and all I've got is three fabulous little rabbits to do, just to finish it off. Oh no, for more, I've got another one there. Ooh, and there's a little flower I've missed as well. But then when I peel that off, you'll see that's beautiful. It just really works. You see all that gorgeous detail. These, when we had them last year, sold out. So these sold out last year. So we've got them back in. Yeah, sorry. Oh, Patricia and Erica, notice my bruise. I've no idea. It's some tablets I'm on that thin my blood. And I don't know why that bruise has come up from nowhere. I've not had any blood tests or anything. It just suddenly appeared yesterday. But it's life. It's just what's happening to me at the moment for some strange reason. So, right. Jenny, Postage. Postage has gone up from Royal Mail. So, it is now free postage over £25, Jenny. It is on the main page. It is on the main page to tell everybody that it has had to unfortunately go up. So it is free postage over £25. Despina, how do I find this folder and stencil? Right, Despina, I'll just put a link onto YouTube for you. If you click that link, or go onto the article, so you click that link I've just put on, that will take you to the page that they're on, or the section that they're on, and then you just pick the one that you want as normal, like the normal normal website. Right, so what I've done here is I've got my finished image done, and what I'm going to do is just take some foam tape, and Emma, you spotted it this afternoon. Yeah, unfortunately, Royal Mail, or the company that they use to do it through Royal Mail, everything's sent through Royal Mail, they have to use a company to do it, have put all of their charges up. So rather than put the postage fee up, they've had to change it to £25. Everybody's having to do it, unfortunately. So I'm putting the double-sided tape on, or the foam tape on first, because I want to add a really nice strip of ribbon. I want it to be quite natural, this, rather than just being a background. So what I'm going to do is lift up the tape, and I'm going to put my ribbon down on my magic mat, because it won't move, just like anything else won't, on one of the straight lines. And then I can put my piece on another straight line. Let's come down a bit, so I'm going to go off camera, sorry guys. That way I guarantee to get my ribbon straight. So let's pull it up so you can see better. There we go. So that's my ribbon straight and my card straight. So I'm just going to lift that up, fold it over that way, put the strip back. I'm guaranteed to get that. Yeah, I ordered 5 rolls of tape, Emma, as they do it as a 5-pack, which is brilliant value. But yeah, I ordered some, so I'm literally nearly out. So what I want to do now is I want to put this onto a matten layer. So I've matted another piece at a little bit bigger. And I'm just going to pop this on. So I've gone for just a little bit bigger and pops a little bit of green on. So I pull that little green out of there. But it's at this point that I can put a knot in it. So I'm just going to tie round a little strip and cut myself a couple of little sort of mermaid tails. I love this sort of natural look ribbon thing, certainly for Easter or for spring. I think it works so well, along with the colours. So we've got the beiges, the orange, the pinks, the yellows, the greens. Yeah, and then onto a larger card blank, and I've gone for a 7x7. Good evening, Linda. So I've gone for a 7x7. Just going to glue that on to give me a nice frame. 3D embossing folders and stencils create the whole card. So we could finish at that point, or this is where peel-offs come in, because I've got one little Happy Easter stamp. Literally, that's it. So I don't have a lot, and I know a lot of people really wouldn't have Happy Easter stamps. So I'm just going to grab a scrap of coconut white, grab my pokey tool, and just do a little Happy Easter for it. So I want to show you a couple of different options, but you can see how easy it is using the peel-offs. How easy it is to just stick them down. So there's my little Happy Easter. I'll grab my scissors and I'm just going to cut. If I'm not sure, cut it a bit funky. If you're not straight, cut it funky. I mean, Mary's just said, embossing folders and stencils are the way to go if you can't colour well like me. I enjoy colouring, but I'm not brilliant at it. I'm genuinely not. And so it is a great way to colour. And it looks so precise. I mean, you saw how messily I started that out, but how precisely it's come out. And it looks like, not only is it, from your image, it looks like it's just a sort of patterned piece of paper, but it's not. It's textured as well. It works so well. So let's just pop this on a little bit of green to match, and then I'm just going to chop the same around it. So that's one option, just using the little peel-offs. But I absolutely love the egg peel-offs. I thought these were so pretty. And these are double twofers. So I'm feeling a lot better, thank you, Andrea. But I think I've got a little bit of a cold sniffle. Bear with me a second, guys. But we always have one all the time. Deborah, question, buy one get one free, does that mean you get two of the same? No, you select two and you only pay for one of them. So these are a twofer, so I can peel that one out. I'm going to peel that out, and I'm going to put it on vellum because it works so well on vellum to colour it. You can do acetate and alcohol colour from behind, but what you can also do is you can use the waste pieces from this. So you can use the waste pieces from this, and I will show you. I'll show you how we do that in a minute because I want to do this one first. So what I'm going to do is just trim it down a little bit, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm using the Versamagics again, and I'm just going to colour it from behind, and I'm using the pink. Just first of all to give it a bit of a background. So you can see it's very soft and very subtle though. If I put it against some white, you'll only just see it. Yeah? But then I can go on the front, because it's a peel off. As long as you're using something like this, we can colour over it. So I'm going to put pink on the top. I'm going to go with a bit of orange through the middle and green at the bottom. So I've put the lightest colour, the pink, on the back, just so it's got a little bit of a translucency. Yeah, I'm then going to take a cloth, but not the cloth I've just blown my nose with. So let's take a clean one. I nearly picked up the wrong one. Just colour any ink off the top of the peel off, and I'm just going to cut the egg out. Nice and easy and simple to do. Do it a little bit slower and more careful than I'm doing it. I'm being a little bit too quick on that one. So let's bring our card in then. I'm going to use a little bit of the 3D glue gel. Can you see there how it's, I don't know if you can see that. You've got a beautiful mix of the colours. Just a little bit, and just pop it on there with our egg. And then I'm going to take my little sentiment and tuck him in as well. But he works so beautifully. And again, you wouldn't have to use that for Easter. That could be spring, it could be a spring birthday or anything like that. Just made using that beautiful that beautiful folder and embossing and stencil. Love that Mary Cook says happiness is egg-shaped. That's very clever, Mary. I did want to show you, I said we could. You've got a twofer on these. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to cut out the waste. Don't waste anything. Don't forget, you're getting these peel-offs. You're getting 16 sheets for £10. That's a ridiculously cheap cost. So all I'm doing is I'm just cutting it out. You could do it as a square if you're not sure. If you don't want to sort of trace the image like I'm doing. There we go. Just like that. And then I'm going to take our low tack tape and I'm wanting to secure the design. So I don't need to go over all of it. Yeah, I just need to go over a little bit of it like that. Turn it over. And peel off. Let's get it started. And peel off the backing. Once you've got it started, of course, me saying this now, it's going to be really difficult to do, isn't it? There we go. Can you see it's already doing it? I mean, you could even use stronger tape because the peel-offs are so hard to damage. So I'm leaving everything in place. There we go. Perfect. Take off the backing. Press it down. And just peel off your double-sided tape. Put that on the top of your machine to use again. And there you've got the negative. So I can just, again, colour those flowers. Colour sort of around the edge, the rest of it. So don't waste them. Oh, good evening, Samantha. I hope you're well. I hope Maggie's well. Don't forget to vote for Maggie if you haven't voted for her yet. In the competition, I know I've voted. I voted twice, actually. I've got a couple of email addresses. So a little bit of a polish to take any excess off. And then again, just, you could leave it on your vellum or just trim it out. But you've got a twofer then. Yeah, I'm getting a bit close to that, but let's go. I thought I didn't enjoy fussy cutting, and the more I've been doing with papers, I'm going to be doing something with the palette paper. I'm going to show you how to make that pop-up card in Craft Cave at 7. So join me at 7 on John Next Door Official for that one. But there we've got a spare, an extra one. And again, look at him on white. The colours are just beautiful. You wouldn't think that was a peel-off, yeah? And absolutely different. And of course, we've still got all the border. which is really pretty and can be used all year round. Oh, that is pretty. Yeah, I'm probably going to. I shouldn't be doing this. Sorry, guys. This isn't. I've got so many more demos planned behind me. Don't worry. But yeah. Oh, I really like that. Get it a little bit straighter. Use your mat. Don't be an idiot, John. Use your mat to get it straight. Excuse me. I can make an Easter cracker with those lovely edges. Oh, that's a fabulous idea, Mary. I should have thought of that. Yeah. But again, really simple. I like that. As a really simple and clean card, or put a little bit of embossing in there. So, that's our first demo done using that one. I did think I should do one with the eggs. Oh dear, where was I? Honestly, I've got everything. Everything's sort of going really everywhere. Bear with me again a second, guys. Honestly, I've got the sniffles have come from nowhere. So this time, I've embossed already a piece of the beautiful. So you could use this. Nicola says, I was thinking the rabbits and tulips could be used on a baby's card. That's perfect, actually, because you don't want to get just for Easter. But think about spring, baby's cards, things like that. So I've got 3 colours this time of the Versamagic, and I'm going to grab my stencil. And when you come to do this, so when you come to actually cleaning your stencil, one of the best ways to do it is like this. Pop it down on again on your magic mat, on a piece of card. Get a little bit of hand sanitizer on a cloth. Use a soft cloth. I mean, you could use a baby wipe, but I don't like to. But clean through. So clean your stencil just like that. What you'll actually find is you make the most beautiful background. Now that is, again, you said balloons, that's the perfect background. And because you've used hand sanitizer, it gives it a little bit of a bleached look and it starts to run slightly. It's a wonderful way to do it. A really good way. So that's cleaning your stencil. And I think that's far better than just sort of sticking it down on your mat and giving it a clean. Once it's clean, I'll give it a wipe with the cloth to make sure I've got everything off with the clean side. Yeah. So here again, so here's my balloons. I'm just going to pop them down. And don't forget, this one is the real bargain. So if there's one you say, right, okay, there's one I really fancy, throw this one in as well, because you'll use this all year round. So just tape it down. Again, because I'm on the magic mat, I don't have to go all the way around. Sarah Jane saying she thought the same. Birth announcement, early birthday cards. Yeah, I think fab for all that sort of thing. Really, really is. And really work. Despina, can I use my distressed oxides? Yeah, you can use any inks at all. Deborah, sorry, I'm having difficulty selecting the bog off deal. Keeps showing the same, as if I'm ordering 2 of the same. What am I doing wrong? Right, I don't know. I'm going to have a go for you. So let's see if we can work it out. Let me go on and let's see if we can work this one out for you guys. So let's click it on and click that off. Right, okay, so let's say add to basket and add to basket. And let's view our basket. So I want those 2. Yeah. See what it does? When you put one into your basket, it charges you the price. The second one comes as free, so it gets 100% discount on your second one. So that's, Deborah, that's how the bog off works. Yeah. So let's just take that out. Close that selection. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back into it. So you click on the Art of Craft and click on tonight's Facebook Live. And we go down to page 2 for those. And I'm going to say, right, this time I want Lily Corner and Lily Square and Rose Corner. So view basket. And I've put 2 in, so let's close one of them. I've put them in twice by mistake. Bear with me. So let's try again. So let's add that one and add that one. And I'm going to view my basket. No, there seems to be a problem. Only 2 of them are working properly. Right, what you might have to do for those guys is ring the store. I'm really sorry. Looks like only 2 of them are working properly, Deborah. So, yeah, what you might have to do is ring the store in the morning after 10. Or put the what, yeah. You're going to have to give them a ring and they'll try and sort it out for you. So put in what you want and check out and they'll refund it, or go back in tomorrow. Give them a ring tomorrow. It looks like they're not all actually working properly. Sorry, guys. I don't do the website. Charles does the website. So Jane will do that one. So what I'm going to do now is, this is what I love. This is so easy for doing if you want individuals. So, and you can use any ink. So you can do like this. I love the idea of just doing almost random dots of it. So this is one sort of option. Let's just work a little bit off. I always like to do that first. So it's nice if you've moved over a little bit. You sort of get your hand in after a while, if it makes sense. So you can do random, like this, and you could carry on doing that. But can you see when I take it off? I love that, having that random, or keep going, yeah? Right, Julie, how do I get onto Craft Cave after this? Right, what you have to do is, I would say, is close down your Facebook and reopen it. And then you go on to either the Art of... I've set it tonight to go on to the Art of Craft and onto John Next Door. So go on to either John Next Door or the Art of Craft, or go onto YouTube, and it will be there at 7 o'clock or just afterwards. But it's sometimes better to close Facebook and reopen it than just try to refresh it, because you're trying to do 2 different things at the same time. No, don't worry, Deborah. It wasn't you being silly. There's obviously a fault on it. So I could carry on and fill all of those up in those 3 little colours. I've cut some flowers in the same. And that doesn't even say Easter at all. Yeah? It really doesn't. Yeah? But there is a quicker way, which is the one we did with the rainbow pattern. So I'm going to show you that one. So what I want to do is, again, I want to emboss it. So now I have to grab myself the embossing folder. And this one I have had now, because I was lucky enough to buy one of these when it came out of the first, when it came in the first collection, like 2 years ago. So this is actually, this is not, it's a new stencil because I lost my stencil. Oh, that's a brilliant idea, Despina. She's got the Mica Magic palettes. Mica Magic is perfect for embossing folders. and will be perfect for this. And Jane has actually, I will show you, let's do 2 of these. I'm going to emboss 2 because our Jane has come up with a brilliant way with the Mica Magic of using the little mini brushes. Oh, Nicola's been putting an order in. Sorry, Nicola. They are beautiful, though. Certainly, you've got to get this one. And get the peel-offs. You'd be crazy not to. So, I've embossed 2 because I'm going to show you. So, one I'll do with the ink. So, again, I'm just going to drop it over. Just like that. Let's put it the right way up this time. So, it's an egg rather than a balloon. You see how beautifully they fit over. And then what I'm going to do is it's right job, right tool, if that makes sense. Right tool for the right project. So for using like the Versa Magics or perhaps your oxides, I would use the finger daubers for those. For using your VersaFine Clair with a stencil, I'm going to use the brushes. The brushes will work better because these are an oil base. So I'm just going to start with the red. And I'm just going to go and do sort of like 2 or 3 rows in the red, straight across, like that. I'm then going to go, ignore the limbers on the back, I've changed should have peeled them off. Then I'm going a yellow, I'm mixing it a little bit into the red to give me almost an orange. And again, I'm going sort of 2 or 3 rows through beautifully with the yellow. Can't remember what colour I did next. Oh, yeah, I then had violet. So I'm doing the violet, and again, mix a little bit in to the yellow. But make sure I get a nice distinctive stripe of it. See how easy it is on the mat as well. Then going blue, because violet goes into blue. So I mix that a little bit. And then I finish with green. And I'm using grass green. Into the blue. But you think you've made a bit of a mess or whatever. It's not. As soon as you peel it off, look, nothing runs under those stencils. That's just, I think, amazing. It is really, really beautiful. I was going to show you how to do the stripe as well. So I've got the piece here. I'm going to pop my stencil back in over the top. So let's get our stencil back in, then onto our magic mat. But then take more of your double-sided tape. So I'm going to go on a line, and I want to go 3 up. So I'm leaving 1, 2, 3. And you just want to make sure you put, because I know I'm messy, a couple of lines up on that one. And this is one where it's easier if you say want to do your colouring. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, miss 1, 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, that colour, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go there, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, cool. And then the next one, I think we'll go to probably there, 1, 2, there, 1, 2, there, 1, 2, there. Now in with the pink. Easier to do because it's next to the lilac. This time I'm going to go on the other side. This time I'll go back to that side. And then fill in with the blue. Oh, that's oh, that's because I picked up the wrong colour. Oh well. Ah. So you get a little bit of random, it's still a pattern. It's very hard to be random. And then I'm just going to take that off. Let's take the whole stencil off. But you can see then, wow. How clever does that look? You could not do that by hand. You really couldn't. There's no way that I could do that in any other way. Now I'm going to trim it down a little bit so that I've got it. And it's basically 5.5. 5.5 gives you the full pattern and goes right to the edge. And it just works so, so well. Yeah? And then if I put that on, so again, a little bit of foam tape, I invariably stick my 3D embossing folders on with foam tape as it touches in the most locations, if that makes sense. So it works in so many more. So just go down. And it just, I like that little bit of shadowing, certainly when I've got a 3D. And I did want to show you Mica Magic, didn't I? Because Despina asked about that. But these are, again, remember, upside down. Shirley says, I love the Magic Mat. I use it for everything. Oh, I do. Remember, that way up, it's balloons. Yeah? So I'm going to do it that way up at the top, as if it's balloons. And you could take your Craft Artist micron pens and just draw the odd little string from them. Just show you there. You could draw them from all of them, but I just draw the odd little string from them. And then again, just take your little flowers in the same place. And you've got a really nice birthday card. And I think that works really, really well. But final one, I've prepped so many. I was going to show you the, you know, I'd prepped how to do the bunny as well, because I think it's so good for Easter. So we go there. We've got that one. I did want to say, let's have a look. See, let's do this one with Mica Magic then. So this time I'm using the bunny one, which is a beautiful one. So again, the stencil just clicks on and will only click on one way. So the stencil's clicked on. I'm just going to take my tape and put it down. And I don't have to, using the Magic Mat, again, I don't have to tape it everywhere. Let's just grab. No, that's not, oops. Yeah, let's go for a basic. But as our Jane's been doing recently, the mica works so well with the brushes. So you can use the dauber, but for stencil, the little Craft Artist brushes. Come on, John, you bought some more to do this, so open the package. Just works so, so well. So yeah, this is exactly what you do, Despina. And if you're using the Mica Magic, it actually lets you almost do your bunnies in different colours, because you've got so many more colours available to you by using the Mica Magic in the same sort of spot. But you'll honestly, you think, oh, I'm making a mess. You're really not. The stencil covers everything for you. So just working off on a scrap piece of paper the excess. I'm going to take the yellow Oh, we can get some lovely shiny yellow eggs. But it's more positionable. So yes, use the Mica Magic as well. Brilliant way to do it. Should have thought of that myself, shouldn't I? A little bit of green. So for the bottom of the trees and the flowers. So trying to do this relatively speedily. Just working off a little bit extra. Let's go with, let's pink the tops of the flowers. Get them in the right places. There we go. Just like that. Work off any excess. You can really, actually with the mica, this is easier with the Mica Magic than it is with the inks, because I'm not having to change tools all the time. Because the Mica Magic doesn't, like it, you wouldn't use the same brush on your inks. But let's give you a little sneaky peeky. There we go. Wow. A little bit of a blow. That, thank you for that idea. That works perfectly. What's Deborah said, I've got 2 magic mats. One I use for rolling pastry. I never thought of that. I have to roll pastry out because it's gluten-free and it's stickier with cling film. It'd be so much easier to use a magic mat. Oh, that's me ordering another 2 magic mats. So, bless. So that's using, but you see you're getting the sheen from that. That works so, so well. So onto a little bit of beige and then again onto a bigger card blank. Twist of ribbon or use some of the paste, use some of the peel offs or something on there would work absolutely amazingly. That is a brilliant idea. Thank you for that. So have a look through. There are so many different options available for this. So you've got lots of different folders available. Don't forget there's the bog off, but if it's not working for you, you are going to have to ring the store tomorrow to get that bit sorted out. I am really sorry. I don't know what's gone off there, but you can obviously do that. So have a look through. There are lots and lots and lots of options. Don't forget to have a look for the peel-offs. The peel-offs are an amazing value. So I would really have a look at those and get hold of those. I mean, the thing is that's doing my trick. So that's colouring onto acetate. So that's sticking the peel off onto acetate and then just using your standard alcohol pens underneath to get that brightness of colour. But if you can, join me in 4 minutes time over on John Next Door Official, or we are trying to put it onto the Art of Craft as well. We're going to be I'm going to show you how to make that beautiful flip book from the Tim Holtz palette papers, which are just amazing, which Jane has available. And she's one of the only companies that's actually got them in stock. So have a look at that. Join me then. But please check out your baskets for anything you fancied tonight on the sort of Easter deals, and we'll keep the Easter deals going, and I'll probably feature the bog off a little bit more next week when we get it working. Andy, question, I don't know if you have already answered this, but what colour are Mica Magic colours? It's essentials. I'll be doing a show on it soon, so I will go through that when I do the show on it, but we've now, the option available is essentials, so it's got half metallic, half colours, and it's all the essential shades you need. So take care, guys, and I will